often people who avoid marriages get into something even worse than marriage. That's why I do not readily advocate abstinence from marriage. Only those who have, I repeat, that great purpose in life are entitled to avoid marriage. Everybody else must marry. Otherwise, you will land in a situation that is worse than even marriage. Not married, but coveting others' husbands. How does that sound? If you do not have God as your husband, and you aren't married either to a mortal being, what would you end up doing? You would covet others' husbands. Better than coveting others' husbands is to get one for yourself. Either have, I repeat, God as the husband, or silently, peacefully get socially married. There is no third option. There is no in-between state possible. There is a reason why the world detests bachelors. If you go to Indian metro cities, the apartment buildings have prominent displays, bachelors not allowed. Because bachelors are actually in many ways worse than married couples. Bachelorhood befits only those who are committed to something worthwhile. Otherwise, bachelorhood is a curse. You will keep disturbing others. Bachelorhood is extremely fine. Bachelorhood is not an ordinary thing. Bachelorhood befits only those who really have very little craving left for the world. Otherwise, don't unnecessarily try bachelorhood. You'll burn your hands. When a great scientist or a devoted politician or a committed author decides to remain unmarried, it is wonderful. But only then. So first of all, figure out something great to be immersed and absorbed in. If you can figure that out, then you get the license to remain unmarried. Only then. I think it was Bhagat Singh. When his mother asked him, "Why don't you get married?" He replied, I am already married and her name is Freedom. Now, it behoves a Bhagat Singh to not to get married to a woman because he has committed himself to freedom. Wonderful. But to every Tom, Dick and Harry, it does not suit.
Actually, that means that most of us, some of us here are married. So are you saying that there's no liberation for them? What is
That is a question they should ask. Or are you already committed to going down that road? Let them ask about it. The question itself hints at the inclination. See.
No, it is just a curious.
Fine, I'm mistaken. Thank you. It's out of sheer magnanimity and social well-being that she wants to ask a question on behalf of the married ones. Indira, how much are we capable of cheating ourselves?
Actually, earlier in the day we had some discussions about this.
About your married life?
People were telling about their...
Don't you have a life of your own? Suddenly you have become so much of a well-wisher to the married ones that you are acting as their representative. Don't you see what is actually going on? Poor parents, they get all the blame. I didn't want to. My mother pushed me into it. Seriously. Was it the mother? But it's fashionable. Everybody is to be blamed. Even the husband gets the flake. Who wanted to marry you? How we weave a web to catch ourselves. And then we pretend to be victims. It happened to me. Did it happen or did you carefully orchestrate it?
So there is an inclination for me to get married.
How do I know? What I know for certain is one thing. There is no savior except him. And if you don't have him in your life, I don't need to know the details of your life. It is certain that you will get trapped. I don't even need to examine minutely. I'll ask just one question. Is your life committed to him? And if the answer is no, I don't want to inquire any further. And if the answer is yes, I don't want to inquire any further.